Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is a 105 Le FH18B2, the French Tier 5 Premium SPG, otherwise known as Fifi La Pew Pew, and it says that on the side. And this one is on the south spawn of Murovanka, under the command of Andromedaa. Now there's another Fifi in this game, Razor Warrior, and also a Gorilla. And they're moving off to a firing position slightly further off to the west. It's always a good idea on this map, I'm afraid, if you stay near the cap area, you are likely to get surprised by any mediums who are coming out of the Magic Forest. Okay, well, Andromeda's decided to stop in transit, and, well, there's a few enemy tanks now spotted in the Magic Forest by RT-52. Who's still in contact with them and actually has been spotted by them as well. Okay, it's always nice getting an early spot like that because you get an idea of who's actually in that area. And it's probably worth putting a shell where that poodle is, because that is a spot where the enemy tends to, or the north spawn people, tend to stay there just for a short while, see what they can see and shoot from there. So he might still be there actually. Instead, Andromeda's going to go for a KV-1. He's been spotted over on the west side. Fires around in. Unfortunately, doesn't get a hit there. Okay, it's a very difficult shot because it's over a ridgeline and, oh, overshoots the KV-1. But now we've got 3 targets together. And this should be interesting. KV-1's being killed before his round arrives. Unfortunately, it did land short because of the ridgeline. But the Oni's a very big target, so yeah, he got a hit on that one. As long as that T-3485 can keep the Oni in his sights, we can keep hitting him, keep tracking him. And the T-52 is now getting involved. And that AMX M445 has gone a bit deep, and he's now up against 2 and been wiped out. Yes, I think that was a bit presumptive. Rounds out the Oni. Oh, he didn't get through on that occasion. Sometimes these shells don't pen the armour. And he's fired that one. The Oni moved forward just enough to avoid the shell, but he has gone down now. So Andromeda's reassigned to the Tiger 1. Fired a bit of a snapshot there and again missed. Let it settle. Let the aim dial in. And, well, the target was killed before he had a chance. But we have got some targets over here on the east side. Coming out of the Magic Forest, we've got a Cromwell on T-52. Fired a snapshot again, he's missed. Keep saying it, if you fire a snapshot with this RT, you are likely to miss the target because the reticule is so big. Again, he's fired snap, and this time missed. Trying to get the Cromwell. Rounds out, aimed ahead of it. That was better, but still didn't hit the target because the Cromwell changed position. Now there's a couple of targets that won't change position that much. The Leffy went down, and there's the shell coming in, going for the other one. Now can we get a hit on that? Rounds out. This looks a bit better. Oh, it's a long flight time for the shell. 3.8 seconds, and by the time the shell arrived, the target had been killed. But there is another RT in the game, and he was briefly spotted. It was a Gorilla. And there's that poodle. He came back from the Magic Forest. We fired another round in. Fairly snap, I'd say. Didn't have a fully tight reticule when he fired. He's now trying to lead the target. It's a long flight time for the shell. You have to give a long lead. And, oh, we lost the VK3001P. Yeah, you have to give enough lead on these targets to make it a hit. That's the trouble with the Fifi. It does have a limited range, but when you're flying over the entire range of the battlefield, you have to give enough lead on the target, otherwise you're just going to miss. The Poodle's made it all the way to the gap, and he's fired snap again, and missed. And the Poodle just killed our 45 TP, and we've missed again, and he goes down this time. Going for the Cromwell. Now that was a little bit better. It hit the wreck of another tank before the Cromwell went out of sight. He's gone back to where the gorilla was last seen, and you can see this reticule's bouncing around a bit. I think that's because his vehicle was moving. Okay, the tree went down there, and that's an indication that somebody's in the vicinity. I'd aim for the spot where the gorilla was last seen, because it's more than likely the gorilla hasn't changed his position. He's probably hiding back behind the bushes because he wants some form of camouflage. Always worth a shot on that, just in case. He's got 21 rounds of HE left, so that's quite a lot actually at the moment. But there's still 5 enemies out there. 3 mediums, a tank destroyer, and that gorilla. Well, the mediums are on the move. 2 of them are in the Magic Forest, or is it 3? 2 in the Magic Forest. There's an A44 and a Leo. The Leo suddenly appeared out of the Magic Forest, coming towards the centre. He's going after a VK. Near miss. The flight time of the shell's 1.6 seconds, and he just killed the VK 3001. No, not enough lead there. Got to try and give it enough lead, otherwise you will miss the target. Okay, he's lost sight of the enemy now. Yes, over in the Magic Forest there's an A44 we've lost sight of. Now he could be headed our direction. As far as we can tell, the Stug is up near the gorilla. There's the Leo again. The flight time of the shell now is 2.3 seconds, and the Striv goes down to the Leo. So that guy's now got 3 kills, so he's quite lethal. Fire this around in. Again, that was better than the lead, but the Leo changed course halfway through. He's now fighting our M10. Better on the lead again, but not quite on target. Okay, dialing in. Rounds out. This should hit. Oh, and it missed. Just missed. Just missed. Rounds out again. This should be better. And he gets him this time. Or in fact, actually, it was our gorilla got the kill. Okay, so there are now 3 on the enemy team, 3 on Andromeda's team. But he's not in the forest anymore. He's actually come out. And that could have been dangerous, because if that A44 was anywhere near, he might have seen Andromeda. But Andromeda, if he's got 6th sense, probably would have noticed that, because the thing about the Fifi is it does have a 390 meter view range, and the A44 doesn't. So his view range is probably in the region of around 360 to 370 meters. And notice the higher the tier you go, the more likely you're going to have a longer view range. And so his view range probably around about the 360, 370 meter view range. And it's just 3 Arty versus a medium, a tank destroyer, and that gorilla. Well, the Stug has actually been found now. He's headed towards our gorilla. Okay, so we're going to have to try and deal with him. It's a short flight time. Only 1.4 seconds or thereabouts. Andromeda fires around in. Unfortunately, we just lost our other Fifi, and there's the A44. But he's very low on hit points, so 1 shot should be enough to wipe him out. And it is! He did it! And that's good news, but now he's got to deal with this Stug. So he's turning his round, try and get it dialed in if he can. Oh, he finds a snap in there, and it's didn't hit the target. The gorilla has been sighted. Remember, there is a gorilla on the enemy team. Nope, that didn't hit the target either, because we can't see the target, but there he is. Okay, fully dialed in, and the shell missed, and we just lost the gorilla. So now it's 2 versus 1, or 1 against 2, I should say. And he's gone to the corner of that Stug, and he took a big hit. 89 hit points. He is a 1-shot now for sure. Of course, he can't see us, but we certainly knew where he was, and unfortunately he's hiding behind that corner. So we're going to have to wait for him to come out before we can get a kill. But then that puts the last enemy, the gorilla, in play. Now, I reckon that gorilla is actually headed south right this second, because he didn't fire. He didn't get involved in the fight between the Stug and our Grilla. So I reckon he's moving south, and that's why he couldn't shoot. And yes, he is. And there he is. He's been spotted. He probably hasn't spotted us, but his sixth sense will have gone off. Dialing in. Good shot. Yes! Lovely one. Just one shot's enough. That's probably a penetrating shot as well, which means it's now just down to the Stug, and he's really close, and he hits us, but we hit him back, and Andromeda wins the game for the team with 3 kills in a row. I don't think there's a Reapers in there, because I think he did fire around at the Gorilla, the Stug rather, in between. But let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And it's the third class tanker for Andromeda in the 105 FH-18B2. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 7 in this one. And his win rate for that game was 1,199. So he did pull it out of the fire for his team and won the game for them. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Didn't get the highest damage. No, that actually went to the Leo on the enemy team. That deadly Leo got 1,988 hit points in total. And the next high score after that was our P43 Turb with 1959. And we can see that Andromeda only got 554, which puts him mid-table. When it came to kills, though, it was the Leo again with 4 kills. Andromeda managed to get 3, and then there's a bunch of tanks with 2 kills apiece. And when it came to base XP, it was the T52 who did the best with 877. He picked up a Plascucci's medal for killing at least 2 enemy Arty. The Striv managed to get a Leverslayer's medal for killing higher tier tank destroyers or medium tanks. And well, we can see that Andromeda was a little way down the table with only 551, but he was above all the members of the enemy team, including that Leo, the deadly one. So let's have a look at detail. 36 shots fired in that game. You only get 42 in this Arty, so he didn't have that many rounds left at the end of the game, but he did make those ones that he had count. 8 direct hits, 1 penetration. I'm pretty sure that was the Gorilla. We'll just check that. Yes, it was a penetrating shot. And he also got 8 splash as well. Damage of 554 hit points, of which 213 were at more than 300 meters. Received 1 hit. Yes, it was from the Stug. And it was a penetration, I'm afraid, 75mm round. 4 enemy vehicles damaged, 3 killed. And on a free-to-play account, he earned 14,887 credits, and after repair and ammunition resupply, took away 9,767 credits, got 551 base XP, times 2 for the first victory, got a bonus of 146 because this is a premium vehicle, took away 1,248 experience points altogether. So very nice for him to win the team for his teammates right at the end of the game. I'm sure they're grateful that he was experienced enough. He does need to practice, I think, Andromeda, getting those shots absolutely bang on target, you know, especially if you're at long range. Leave a long lead on the target, try and judge exactly how much you need. But if you are firing to the other end of the battlefield, it can be a bit difficult to hit the target when they're moving fast with this Arty, because it's such a long time for the shell to get there. But it was a good result all the same. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel. Hit that notification button so you get alerted when a new video comes out. And thank you for watching.